Changing your diet or your lifestyle today will not give you the results that you want tomorrow. Everywhere you look, there is someone telling you what to eat, what to drink, what supplements to take, and how to make yourself absolutely perfect. But I'm here to bust some of these myths and help you understand why your diet is not working. Let's jump in. Number one. Number one, you're hungry all the time. Maybe you have come to believe that the part of the dieting process is that you're just going to be hungry all the time because you're in a calorie deficit. Well, I'm here to tell you that if you're hungry all the time, your diet's not working. It means you're not fueling yourself enough. And so what you need to focus on there is to eat a little bit more or eat a little bit more dense foods. So if your meals consist of salads and snacks and just a few carrot sticks, no wonder you're hungry. You need to have a nice balance of protein, carbohydrates, healthy fats, and most importantly, fiber. All of these things included in your meal will help you stay full through the rest of your day until your next meal. That is the goal after all, to keep yourself from being hungry until it's the next time to eat. Number two, you have to use willpower to get through the day. If you are relying solely on willpower, this is very similar to tip number one, is that you are not eating enough. You're not giving yourself the nutrients that your body is craving. If you are living off of protein chips and juices, your body is not getting what it wants and what it needs. So if you are solely relying on willpower, what's going to end up happening is you're going to be good all day until the evening, and then all of a sudden you crash. All the cravings come in and you can't control yourself anymore, and you think it's a willpower issue. It's not a willpower issue. You're starving yourself all day. And then when you finally get the time to relax, your body goes, oh good, we can eat now. And so you get all of these cravings to swoosh in. So don't rely on willpower. Feed yourself, fuel yourself to get through your day, because the daytime is when you're the most active. It's when your brain is working the most and your body is working the most, especially if you're someone who has a physically demanding job. So fuel yourself through the day and you will find that cravings subside later on. Number three, you have food rules that cannot be broken. Food rules end up kind of backfiring after a while, because what happens is we're social creatures as people. We like to celebrate, we gather, and we surround ourselves with food and friends during times of joy, of sadness, of comfort, of celebration, right? We gather, and every gathering has food. And those foods usually aren't just fruits and vegetables and salads. Those foods are typically comfort foods or family traditions, right? They're usually loaded with a little bit of extra salt and sugar and fat. Why? Because those things make us feel good in our brain. Does that mean that those foods are bad? No. But what it does mean is that you might need to lighten up on the food rules that you give yourself to allow moments and times for these joyous foods, right? If we have a diet that doesn't allow us to celebrate with family and friends or go out to dinner every now and then, is that really a sustainable diet that you want to do long term? I know for me personally, it's definitely not. So build in a system, that 80-20 rule, right? That has used to be very popular, but essentially you're focused on healthy eating 80% of the time, and then you give yourself this 20% of the time to indulge and enjoy and fill your soul with these other foods. So 80% for your body and health, 20% for the soul. Number four, and probably one of my favorites to talk about, and this is that you have a built-in cheat day. I've been using air quotes a lot in this video, but it's for a good reason. Cheat days are my favorite thing to talk about because I don't like them. I think if you have a diet or a lifestyle that is benefiting you, you shouldn't have to cheat on it. It's alluding to this idea that there are good foods and bad foods. And what often happens when people have this type of cheat day is that they go, oh, I'm gonna be good all week, and then I'm gonna be bad on Friday and just eat whatever I want, whenever I want, right? And so they're putting their self-worth in the hands of the food that they're eating. Why? Why do that, right? You're not a good person because you ate broccoli, and you're not a bad person because you ate pizza. You're just a person who is eating. So instead of having a cheat day and assigning good versus bad to all of these foods that are just food at the end of the day, let's think about food as, did I eat at least every color of the rainbow today? From fruits and vegetables specifically. Skittles don't count. So did I eat the rainbow today, right? There are roughly 5 colors, right? Blue and purple kind of go together. Red and orange kind of go together. So in the vegetable kingdom, that is. So if you've gotten at least 5 of the 7 colors every single day, you're doing a really good job. And then you don't have to cheat, because then you say, oh, hey, look I checked off my list of getting all the rainbow colors, and now I want a donut. I'm not thinking I deserve a donut, but I'm thinking like, oh, this craving's kind of happening. I kind of want a donut. I'm gonna go eat a donut, right? I'm not gonna put self-worth on it. I'm not going to say that I'm cheating on my diet. I'm just gonna say, hey, guess what? My body feels nourished and I still want a donut, so I'm gonna eat the donut. I'm not gonna eat 12 donuts. I'm gonna eat 1, but I'm gonna love it and I'm gonna enjoy it, and then I'm gonna move on with the rest of my day. And number 5, this one is a little bit off the track of nutrition and more along the lines of total wellness, because it has to do with exercise. Do you exercise because you have to, because you think you're supposed to, or because it burns off the calories of the food that you're eating? If so, that is a big sign that your diet is not working for you. The reason for this is that exercise is a very beneficial thing for overall health. It strengthens our heart, it strengthens our muscles, it keeps us young and alive and ready to go do the things that we love to do. And guess what? It also helps our 90 and our 100-year-old selves sit down on the toilet independently, put on our shoes independently, walk up and down stairs independently. And if independence is important to you, start working out now in order to maintain your bone health and your muscle health and your cardiovascular health into your 80s, 90s, and 100s. That is why you exercise. To keep up with your kids, your grandkids, or your future grandkids. To do the things that you love without feeling winded. Exercise is not a punishment, okay? Exercise does not let you, to allude to number 4, it doesn't give you a cheat day option, right? Exercise is combined with nutrition, but it doesn't reflect a healthy, balanced diet, and it doesn't give you permission to eat otherwise, unhealthy foods, right? So just because you go run a 5K doesn't mean that now you get to eat an entire extra large pizza by yourself. This is what balance means. Balance is the 80-20 rule. It's even a 50-50 rule. It teeters. It doesn't mean this. This is not balance. Life is trying to get here, but it just never does, because one thing will tip it and then we have to rebalance, and then it'll tip the other way and then we have to rebalance, right? If this is diet and exercise, we're never perfectly balanced, and that's okay, right? Especially calories in, calories out. And if you haven't seen that video, it's linked up above and in the description. Go check out that video, because calories in versus calories out is not the end all be all. Use exercise for the benefit of your health, not so that you can go eat a dozen donuts on your own. Bonus time. All right, so we've gone through all 5 tips today. Now you get an extra bonus, because this one encompasses a little bit of everything that we've been talking about today. And it's this concept that healthy eating means perfection. I will tell you this right now. Healthy eating is not about being perfect. It is not about bland food and if it tastes like cardboard, that means it's healthy. The exact opposite is true. Healthy food can also be delicious. It can include salt. It can include fat. It can include sugar. None of these things are inherently awful for us. They are things that are very easy to overeat. That's it. So all we have to do is use these beautiful brains that we have that are so smart and sometimes too smart to understand our cravings, understand our body, and prepare foods that are nourishing. And the more you give your body nourishing foods that are colorful and vibrant and delicious, the more your body will start craving that. Cravings are a fascinating thing because the more you eat of whatever it is, the more your body will crave it. So if you're snacking on candy at 3 o'clock in the afternoon every day and you stop, your body's gonna crave that candy. But if you start snacking on mixed nuts or dried fruit, over time, your body will start craving those things instead. The trick is about progress, not perfection. Changing your diet or your lifestyle today will not give you the results that you want tomorrow. It takes time, it takes dedication, it takes perseverance, and it takes reflection. So if you are on a lifestyle transformation right now and you are in this roller coaster of diet and exercise and figuring out your flow, know that that is the hardest part. And that's okay. You're learning, and learning is not easy. The more you feel like the more you fail, big air quotes, right? Because we're not failing, but the more it's like when you feel like you've fallen off the wagon or you've taken the wrong path or whatever, when it comes to nutrition, all it takes is a simple step of getting back on. And once you're back on, you're picking up where you left off. You're not deviating. You're not, avoiding everything. Notice the small wins. It's not all about weight. It's not all about how you look. Here's a couple little indicators that your progress is starting to happen. If you used to have pain when you woke up in the morning and all of a sudden it's not so bad, that's progress. If you find that you can walk farther without getting winded or take a few flights of stairs extra without getting winded, that's progress. These things are the things to hold on to and remember on this journey. So, if you are on this journey, I am on the journey with you. And my goal this year is to help 333 people transform their lives by connecting with themselves through mindful eating, intuitive eating, learning to reconnect with yourself, understand the science of nutrition so that you can learn intuition. Find a balanced movement practice. We start with yoga in my Nourish and Flourish program, but we talk about other modalities of movement that spark joy in your life. My cohort opens up once a month. And so if you are interested, check out some of the links below, and I'd love to be there to support you on your journey. So if any of these tips you found interest or excitement, give this video a thumbs up and leave a comment below which tip resonated with you the most, or which one feels like you the most right now. I'd love to hear it. I respond to every comment, and I'll see you in the next video next Thursday. Take care.